The world is full of extraordinary entrepreneurs who are crushing it daily. Talk about the Garyvees of this world, the Jeff Bezos, the Mark Zuckerbergs, and the Richard Bransons of this world. These ones have etched their names solidly in the sands of time. So, what's the hope for an emerging entrepreneur who is just starting out without any pedigree, without any accolades, like nobody knows you? How would you begin to survive in a world that is already full of people who are rock stars? But not to worry at all, because in this video, I'm going to share with you some tips and strategies that have helped me build my self-confidence over time. And I'll see you after this. What's shaking, Breakthrough Nation? This is Funna here, and I'm still attempting to demystify entrepreneurship for creative entrepreneurs. And if this is your first time here and you want to learn how to start, grow, and sustain a profitable business around your creativity while remaining a balanced human being, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you don't miss anything. As an emerging and creative entrepreneur, imagine that you got this big opportunity to make a presentation to a prospective client who's going to pay you for a service that you're about to render. But the bad news is you would have to defend your competence alongside other well-established entrepreneurs. I can imagine self-doubt will begin to kick in, and you might even start to think, do I really deserve this? Of course you do. I've actually been in a situation like this countless times than I would love to mention. But I spoke to some more experienced entrepreneurs, and they'll tell me things like, don't worry, you'll be fine. Some of them would say, just go for it, girl. Or while some others would say, believe in yourself, trust in your abilities. Amazing advice. You see, they were all right. But the problem is, I'm a very practical person and I love to follow strategies step by step. So as you can imagine, over the years, I started to develop my own system for dealing with uncomfortable situations like this. And I'm going to share those tips and strategies with you right now in this video with the hopes that it just might help you. And if it helps you, please let me know in the comments below. So let's get into it. Tip number 1. Embrace acceptance and leave no room for self-denial. The first thing you need to do is to accept the fact that you're feeling some form of self-doubt. And the reason for this is because you might be inexperienced or lacking abilities at a certain level. And truthfully, there is no shame in that, because there is a fix for that kind of situation. What you should do is go out and start to rack up your hours by doing some free work. Yes, free work. That's exactly what I did. I'll go out and offer my services for free so that I can start to build my portfolio. Tip number 2. Take an inventory of what you already know, package it like a boss, and start to build your portfolio. You see, when I first started my photography business, I was new in the city. I didn't know anybody and I didn't have any connections. But I understood the power of free. So I started to offer to do free work and low-paying jobs for clients. But I was very strategic about this, and you've got to be strategic about the people you offer free services to as well. That way, I started to build my portfolio on Google Drive, and when a client would ask the much dreaded question, can I see your past jobs? I'll just pull up the correct folder link and send it over to them. Do you think that built my confidence over time? Of course it did. So I want you to go out now and start racking up your hours by doing free work and low-paying jobs. Tip number 3. Prepare relentlessly for presentations and leave no stone unturned. The beautiful thing about racking up the hours is that you'll start to get referrals. Clients will start reaching out for you to come provide the services that you offer. And then the dreaded self-doubt might start to rear its ugly head again, because some of them would want you to come defend your competence alongside other experienced entrepreneurs. But not to worry at all, because the best way to fix that is to prepare seriously. Like, go on Google, do research online about that kind of service, because every client's work is different. So you might need to find out the particular thing that person wants and get to know about it thoroughly, so that there will be no flop when you're doing your presentations. And I promise you, if you put in the work to prepare for that presentation, you will ace it. You will do excellently well beyond your imaginations. So go get them. Tip number 4, resolve to stop making excuses by adopting the whatever it takes mindset. Once I lost my excuses, I found my results. I don't know who originally wrote that quote, but it's so spot on, because the truth is, the moment I stopped making excuses, I started getting results, and then I had the opportunity to build upon those results. It's your responsibility to adopt the mindset that you'll do whatever it takes to get rid of self-doubt and start getting the results that you desire in your business. Tip number 5, build and sustain the right relationships. Jim Rohn said that you're the average of the 5 persons that you spend the most time with. That's a disturbing statement for some people, while it's an inspiring statement for some of us. It's disturbing if the people you spend the most of your time with are people who are struggling like you are. Now, I'm not saying that you should ditch your friends, just abandon them and throw them to the curb. But here's the thing. You need to deliberately create an environment that accommodates people who are forward thinkers like you. People who are crazy and excited about growth like you are. Because that's the only way you can grow. Even the Bible in the book of Proverbs says that as iron sharpens iron, so a person sharpens another. Be wise. Tip number 6, record and celebrate your wins. You see, this journey to overcoming self-doubt, it's not being so. So you need to give yourself some credit along the way. You got the job after the presentation, celebrate it. Someone called you via referral, celebrate it. Form a habit and culture of celebrating your wins along the way. So there you have it, my 6 tips for overcoming self-doubt and building your self-confidence muscle. I hope it helped you, or I hope it was impactful for you. Now, over to you. Are there some strategies that you have used to overcome self-doubt over the years? I want you to share 1 or 2 with us in the comments below, as I'll be looking forward to reading every comment and learning some more. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.